Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All the way from Iceland. Here I am sitting in the beautiful country of Iceland and ready to broadcast my live webinar today. Welcome everyone on this call. We are going to have loads of fun today with the topic that I think is such an important topic for entrepreneurs today, and that is how can we actually make a living, a good living, build a business that is meaningful for us and have a successful life. First of all, we got Nick from Nottingham. I can say I would love to hear who are you on this call with me, and so that we can even use this beautiful technology of internet to connect each other. I can see that we have Iceland, we have UK, and from the sign-ups I saw people from all over the world that had signed up. That is always so incredibly empowering for me to see all people from all aspects of life that are signing up. And we have Anilla from Switzerland. Hi! And another one, Ulla in Germany. And here's Bjartis in Iceland. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Today we have a lot to cover, and as always, as you can just imagine, personal branding and working with entrepreneurs is just such an important thing in my life. Everything that I can possibly do to help entrepreneurs out there to succeed is something that I am extremely passionate about, and I do hope that at the end of this webinar you will have received an insight into something that hopefully is of use for you. Obviously, that's what we need. Hey, we have Wendy in Atlanta. Hi, Wendy. Great. Gosh, people are all over the world here. It's so cool. So first of all, why don't we start by asking you one short question, or actually I want to create a little information and hear from you what it is that, where are you in your day-to-day life today. So if you could answer this short poll that I'm setting up there on the screen, you can see it on the right-hand side. What is it that is really of challenge for you today? If you think about your life today, what would you say out of those options that I put up here? What is the thing that is really mostly troubling you? Is it too much to do? Or is everything a blur out there? Is it a challenge for you to get more clients? Is it a challenge for you to get paid for what you feel you're worth? Maybe it's all of the above, or maybe it's nothing. Give me a little insight and allow me to see where you are right now, and then I can do my best to fulfill the things that you are struggling with at the moment. How cool is that? I also want to point out that at any time during this webinar, you can always go into the chat room, send me a question. I do, however, like to point out that it takes couple of seconds for everything to stream out there and go back to me. So it might look like that I'm a bit retarded here, but it is the streaming that is going backwards and forwards. So if you do ask me any questions, I will monitor it and see what it is that you are asking so that I can actually do the best that I can possibly do. Okay? Are we ready to rock and roll? I'm sure I'm getting yes, 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 I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm sure of that. So, just to start with, tell you a little bit about who I am. For those of you who don't know me, I am Runa, and when I introduce myself today, I do use the pitch that I am the European Awarded Leadership and Personal Branding strategist, a speaker, and a seminar leader. I have, for the past probably 8 years now, been focusing my life on how I can help entrepreneurs to build their business and how I can help people out there to become have financial freedom to do the things that they want to do, and how can I help them that they do this by utilizing what they already have. When I say what they already have, I sometimes use my phrase that they understand that they already have everything that they possibly need to succeed right in front of their tits. The question, what I've noticed in my work, is that so often we don't really see that. We don't often realize that what we need isn't something that is out there. We already have it. And we often have these blind spots that we don't see this. So what I want to show you in this webinar today is the things that you can do for yourself instantly, and probably will have an instant, it will make a whole lot of difference for you and your business. So are we ready to rock and roll? Yes, we are ready. Nick says he is ready. Anyway, so let's start to think about and look at the 3 things that I've seen that entrepreneurs worldwide are indeed doing to succeed. And we can both look at this, what are they doing that is successful for them, and we can also look at it, what is it that the pitfalls that many entrepreneurs are at the same time falling into. Because, yeah, it's normally exactly the other way around. What they're doing that is working is normally the things that the others who are not doing it, it's not working for them. Does it make sense to you? So the 3 things that I've noticed that entrepreneurs are doing is, and the ones who are really, really becoming more and more successful are the ones who are doing things for the right reasons. They are doing things from their heart. They are building a business that has a deep meaning for them, and is not just about that they are making money. It's not that they are just doing it because they have a great business plan. What it really seems to be, the entrepreneurs out there that are really making things and really doing things in a big way, is that they are taking their business and they're doing things with deep purpose. They're doing things with their vision. They have their own certain mission, and everything that they seems to be doing seems to be they're coming from a place where has a true purpose for them. And when you take all this together, we are in fact talking about branding. They are branding their business. They have understood that in order for them to succeed, they need to do whatever they can do to show what makes them and their business different from their competitors. Yes, it might sound, okay, I've heard that so many times, I need to be different. I'm sure you have, but have you really thought about what is it that is different from my business and my competitors? Have you really thought about not only knowing it, but have you really thought about how am I showing it? That might be a different story. The thing, what I'm telling you today is really no rocket science. I am sure most of you already know these things, but somehow in the speed of the moment and in everything that is going on around us, we forget and we get hung up in a place that is not really serving us. And instead of setting the focus on the things that are really important, like what does my business and I myself as a business owner, what do I stand for? And what is it that I want people to think about when they think about me and my business? We're really clear on that. That's when I see people start to shine. So branding with a clear vision, with clarity in their values and their mission, and they are not only clear there, they are extremely, and that's the second thing here, they are extremely consistent. Business owners, entrepreneurs that are showing consistently who they are and what they stand for in every single thing that they're doing are so noticeably doing things differently than the mass majority. And I think here is something that we entrepreneurs should really look more deeply into, because it is just so important for us to show what makes us unique and do it consistently, because that is going to give people eventually the trust that what we say we are and what we say that we are doing is something that when they need us, they will come to us. Because even though they don't need us today, by just being out there and consistently talk about who we are and what we stand for and give that clarity to them, when either they need us or someone in their network needs it, that's when we get the call. That's when we get that, aha, I have to connect you with whomever. Because when we are on the top thing on people's minds, that's when things happen. Are you with me? I want to see you now. Yes, 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 yes on the screen. And here's the thing, and here's another thing that I've noticed so often with my fellow entrepreneurs, and I totally understand why it happens. I also seen that it really isn't so difficult to change, and that's when we are choosing things around our brand that have to do with our website, our business cards, how we interact with our clients, how we build relationship with our leads, the whole lot. Everything there has to have a certain character, a certain voice, a voice that is consistently the same voice that, again, will give them the trust that you and your business is exactly the right one for them when the time comes. And I think that here is something that I've seen so often that people seem to be missing out. And that's when it comes to their the consistency in their character, meaning how they can show who the true character is behind the brand by having the right colors that emphasizes that character, so that it makes it so subconsciously it builds up in people's mindset that not only does this person say something here consistently and is giving out this message that I'm starting to believe in, but he or she is doing that with the right colors, with the right fonts. Everything that builds on that brand needs to be one thing. That one thing that I know, instantly I see it, it gives me the trust. And here's the thing that so often I see entrepreneurs when they're building their website, They just say, oh, I love that color and I'm going to go for that color. Or I like how this one is doing it and I'm going to do it like that one. Which is in one way fine, but it really doesn't make you and your brand anything different from all your competitors. Just think about this. What would it actually be if you would be building your website, your business card, your everything that you send out there? And I'm not just talking about having your logo out there, but everything is consistent. You're using the same font, you're using the same colors, you're using the same thing, you're using that character. I mean, wouldn't you be surprised if you would see iPhone or anything coming from Apple that wouldn't be clean cut, that wouldn't be that sparkling white background with that sparkling colors that are icy gray colors? I mean, you can instantly see that. I'm sure you do when you think about Apple products. Or wouldn't it be strange if you would see Coca-Cola representing something that wasn't red, wasn't about happiness, wasn't about delivering happiness and delivering the things that they're doing? Instantly, when we do that, and we often do fall into that as small business owners, that's when people lose their trust in us. They lose that fundamental thing that is the essence to all businesses, and that's the trust. So I highly urge you to really think about these things, because those are the things that will often make or break your brand, and will, at the same time, if you really are consistent there and you go there and you show it, that's the thing that's going to be so powerful for you in the future. Another thing that I see so often, my lovely, lovely entrepreneurs out there, and that's the being afraid to be different. Okay, here's the thing. It's quite okay to have a business that is more or less built on something that you've seen before. You can probably hear it in my voice that I'm trying to be I'm trying to see that as a good thing. Of course it's okay. Of course it's okay. However, if you really truly want success, you need to be different. You need to dare to be different. Not only do you need to be dare to be different, you need to find what is authentically different from you and all your other competitors. What is it that you can deliver that no one else on this planet can do? Yes, I'm thinking big here. I want you to think of yourself as the number one, whatever it is that you are dealing with, whatever your industry is. So you got to think about, what is it about me and my business that is absolutely unique? And here's another thing. When you go into that thought, I'm sure that the first thing you think of is, ouch, there is nothing different. I am just so ordinary. Well, think again. The thing is, you are different. The moment you start to build your brand from your own character, from what makes you different from all the others, and there is absolutely no one like you, that's when things start to happen. It is unbelievable, the things that happen there. Not just for your business, but for yourself as the business owner. And that might sound like a top secret, or it might sound like something you heard before. But sometimes, my dear fellow entrepreneurs who are on this call, it sometimes looks like it's a top secret because there are so few of us doing it. Here's a huge opportunity. There's a huge opportunity for entrepreneurs who are ready to do it and take it all the way, to find that special oomph that's you. And when I talk about your special oomph, I am talking about your character, I'm talking about your strength, I'm talking about your future vision, I'm talking about your values, your mission. I am talking about both your strengths and your weaknesses. I'm talking about your story. I'm talking about what made you you. And how can you accumulate that and into one simple sentence that shows your potential client who you are and what you will, no matter what, show them and serve them. How does that sound? Oh, now I bet there is someone who is thinking, well, how do I actually accumulate that? My life has been nothing special. Well, think again. Your life has been special. There is something that has happened, or something that has made you, whatever your life has been, there is something that made you be here with me today on this call. That's alone is a story. And what it was, what eventually, all the things that have happened in your life that eventually made you come here today on this Monday, right in front of your computer or your smartphone or your tablet or wherever you're coming in from, that's a story. How you communicate that is another thing. And here's the thing that I think so often people are in generally not thinking about. And that's actually understanding that their story is unique. So no matter what background you have, no matter what education you have, no matter how much you have experienced, it's really how you communicate that counts. Now, you might have noticed that when I was introducing myself, I said I am the European awarded leadership and personal branding strategist. I position myself there. The question is, where are you going to position yourself? And in all this process, everything that I've been doing for the past 8 years in this industry, I've noticed myself that as I am evolving my own personal brand, I'm taking step by step I'm opening up for my own strength and my own character and my own guts to show it. But believe me when I say to you that when you open up for your own strength and your own character and your own ability, it just makes you such a stronger person to overcome all the obstacles that will always be in the way. So it is really about not only building a strong brand there for your business, but it's also building you as a strong person running that business. Wow. How does that sound now? And yeah, I can see with on the comments here, Anila, yes, we should make customers want us. And they will, when they know what it is that we can offer them, and we know how to communicate what we're doing, and we know how to actually listen to their needs first and then communicate to them. It is a tricky thing, but once you start to practice from that angle, things are going to be different. It's a totally different way of seeing things, I know. And yes, Sarah, you're so right. Doing this is a self-confidence issue, and that's really what holding us back. And that's what I mean by when you take you won't do this all in one go. But as you go forward and you take step by step into this process, that's going to build your self-confidence. And so it is a step-by-step thing. And we all start from the place where we are at the moment. We won't go any further. The thing is, and here's another little secret. Gosh, I got so many secrets out here for you. You promise to tell everyone. That's the type of a secret that I'm sharing here. You have to share it to everyone. The thing is, and here is the thing that I call my personal branding success module. There are, in fact, 5 things that we need to be super clear on. And the most important thing is clarity. When you know who you are, what you stand for, where you're going, what lights your fire, how you honor your values, when you have that clarity in place, that will, like you're mentioning, Sarah, that will give you confidence. That will give you the confidence that you will believe that what you want to achieve in your life with your business will come true. You believe your vision. So having the clarity, working on your clarity, and that's what I think is, I so often see entrepreneurs are lacking that part. They think they are clear, and then when I start to work with them, I see that, and they all say, oh my God, I thought it was clear, but my gosh, now I feel I'm clear. And then we work a little bit closer and we go a little bit further in and say, wow, yeah, Runa, now I think I know I'm clear. And then we go a little bit further and we go a little bit deeper into the process, and they go, oh my God, I had no idea that's how it was. So it's a step-by-step thing. It's the thing that we take as we're going there. So with that, when clarity is in place, it's like the rest kind of falls in place. Confidence pops in. When you have confidence, you will feel, you don't feel that you're being cocky or you're being out of line when you communicate your true value, who you are and what it is that you can really be doing and serving others. So your communication blooms up. And when you have that communication in place, you can see that, hey, this is who I am and this is where I'm going. It's going to be so easy for me to be consistent. It's going to be easy for me to be consistent because this is going to be my life. As I am evolving, this is how I'm going to be consistently taking things with me. So with clarity, giving you confidence, open up for new ways of communicate your value. Open up for consistency so that people will start to believe and they will see again and again, here's this person and he or she is doing that. It will, when you see the result, you will stay committed. It is just how it is. You will stay committed. And yes, Wendy, clarity is such a powerful thing. And I think we all know how we feel when we are unclear about things. That's not an extremely good feeling, is it? When you were unclear about things and everything seems to be falling apart and just not that. This is what I've seen people are struggling with. So, and again, this is what I also see when I'm helping people. That's when it's like you're unleashing a very difficult knot, and when you have unleashed that knot, it's like it goes floof. Things just opens up, and people start to see things really developing for them. So that little thing, clarity, leading to confidence, giving you communication skills, open for consistency and being committed. Can you see the result? I do hope so. And yes, both to Anila, you're so right about the bird, and Sarah, it is so okay to be proud of yourself. Being proud of yourself and here's actually something that I'm going to share with you, because I really like how you're interacting and doing things yet. What I've noticed when I see people who are just they're feeling good about themselves. They're not like they're cocky or anything. They're just feeling good about themselves. They know what they stand for, and the way they communicate just comes naturally. It comes effortlessly. And I think when it comes effortlessly, that's when we who are listening and we feel instantly if it's correct or not. And I think often when people are who are not sure about themselves, and when they talk, they want to communicate with confidence, but that confidence doesn't come across like authentic confidence. That's when we feel it instantly, and we think, there's something not right there. So it has to come from the right place, otherwise we don't trust it. And this is, I think, is a tricky thing, and it comes the right confidence that comes from the place of gift of serving will give different feeling to people than the confidence that comes from overcoming something or just playing the role. Do you get what I mean here? There's a difference in the two. So I want to show you ways that you can instantly start to work on your own brand, on your own confidence, own clarity, on who you are and how you can actually start to become more committed in a natural way. And here's the thing. I am doing this for a very special reason, and I will come back to that later. But I'm doing this, I'm setting up this seminar because, this webinar, sorry, because, as I said earlier, I think this world desperately needs more authentic entrepreneurs out there, and I think this is a hole that needs to be filled in the business world. Authenticity and entrepreneurs who know what they stand for and are doing it from the right reasons. So I decided to offer you a special deal on my Branding Your X Factor home study video program. That's where I help you with 4 different modules, taking you from really becoming really crystal clear on who you are, what you stand for, where you're going, where your values are, and all from there to how do you identify your brand character from the result of that clarity, and how do you create that voice that is going to be then consistent. And once you have the character and the voice behind your brand, you can have your virtual assistant or your personal assistant or whoever is taking care of your online stuff, or your newsletter, or whoever is doing that. You can give them that description of the character that you are always representing. So that person can start to do everything online as if it is your voice, because that's going to be consistent, and that's going to be something that people will consistently want to listen to you, because you are special. So this is a 4-week video series. I'm also putting in 2 personal branding guidebooks that are in there that is really going to help you out with identifying all of these things that I mentioned. And I'm also going to put in amazing 12 personal branding interviews that I did with personal branding experts from all over the world, from Japan, from Morocco, from India, from Canada, from the US, from England, again and again, people from all over the world who are doing this, and they are sharing their insights into the personal branding field. And it's a huge, huge insight that I received when I was actually interviewing them. So I'm putting all of this into my full program that I'm offering for you today. And here's the absolutely wonders. And I do hope that you're going to like this one. I am actually celebrating my first book deal ever. Yes, I went to London the other day to attend a communication course. And guess what I brought home with me? Yes, I brought home with me a book deal. How is that? So what I want to offer you, because of that special, I think it's quite special to be writing a book. I want to offer you this whole program for only $397. Only $397. It's a 4-week program. I will hold your hand on the way. But what I desperately need you to know, that this is an offer that I can only offer you for the next 2 hours. I'm doing that specially because of my book deal. And I hope that you can use this opportunity to get clarity on who you are, what you stand for, how you can create the character behind your brand, how you can actually create that voice that will represent your brand, and how do you take that then and consistently take it out to the world and use the social media in the right format of it so that you can make your magic with confidence and clarity. I am super excited to see how things will go in this way. I know this is something that is needed. I know once you go through and you know these things and you are clear on these corners of who you are, things will start to happen for you. But saying that again, I can only do that for the next 2 hours. So it's jump on or not. So it is time to reserve your seat. Just click on the button on the right-hand side of the screen, and it's a go. Nothing to think about, really, is it? Just to be clear on it, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee if there is something that you don't like about my program. So far, that hasn't happened, but you never know. And I wanted to have that in there. So, any questions at this stage? If there are any questions at all, I would be happy to answer them. Another thing that I would like you to understand, and I would like to offer you right now, to get you on the track totally for free. And that is my free consultation, my free coaching. You can sign it up right here. So, any other? Wendy is asking, do you help us come up with a brand during this class? I will definitely come up with ideas. If you send me, I'm always open for anything that people come up with me, and quite often they send me emails or they send me their own personal questions, and I personally help them, guide them through it through emails, so that they can really step into that and really find who they are. It's important. I want you guys to shine. I truly want you guys to shine. So from that point on, I'm going to leave the sign up here for you to sign up today. This has been such a huge joy for me to be with you today. I promised to be. Originally, there were a couple of people who were asking me, how long will this webinar be? And I said about 40 minutes, and I can see I am up to the task. So thank you so much for being with me. I wish you all best of luck. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to come to my website, runamagnus.com, and just go into the contact form. I will be more than happy to set up a meeting with you to go through your brand, what it is that you can do instantly today to make your own magic. Thank you so much, folks. Ciao, ciao, or as we say over here in Iceland, bless, bless.